Mr. Aronowitz, I introduced H.R. 6084, the ERISA Litigation Reform Act, to deal with this sort of spate of frivolous litigation, which enriches lawyers and not the beneficiaries of these plans. It clarifies the burden of proof in certain fiduciary-related claims. It establishes a targeted stay of discovery during the early stages of litigation. Last year, the Supreme Court interpreted ERISA to permit any claim brought in court against an employee benefit plan for hiring a service provider to survive a motion to dismiss the claim automatically. What's the significance of a motion to dismiss in one of these, ERISA lawsuits?
The motion to dismiss is the whole ball game. If the plaintiff lawyers get past the motion to dismiss, they've won because they can leverage a settlement because it costs millions of dollars to defend a case, even if it's frivolous. I would point out to you that there's been about 8 trials over the last 5 years, and plan sponsors have won 7 out of the 8 trials. And why is that? Because many of these cases are against plans that have an excellent fiduciary process, and judges are allowing cases to go forward. But once they see the evidence, they see many of these plan sponsors have an excellent fiduciary process, and then they're vindicated. But it costs millions of dollars to vindicate yourself, and that's why we're losing and stifling innovation, where plan sponsors are going to keep asking, how do I keep from getting sued, as opposed to thinking, what is in the best interest of my plan participants? And that's a shame.
And losing a motion to dismiss doesn't mean that you're wrong. The motion to dismiss is sort of the lowest level of litigation.
Well, it's the first gate, right. but that gate that you go through is supposed to separate the sheep from the goats, and that's not happening. And that's the problem, because courts are supposed to do their job and remove frivolous cases from the system. And if you add the prohibited transaction cases, you can now sue with no proof of wrongdoing. That's not America. You're not supposed to be guilty until proven innocent. It's supposed to be the opposite.
So I don't know how familiar you are with my bill, H.R. 6084, but do you think it would close, if you do you think it would close the loophole for service provider contracts and employer stock ownership plans?
We gave technical assistance on your bill. It's not my job to comment publicly on your legislation, but I'm for anything that allows plan sponsors to do their jobs effectively and responsibly.